Hello, I have a priority order for 2 pepperoni pizzas and 1 Coca-Cola Light for Darth Vader on Mustapha's.
Senator! Senator!
Stop right there, Private.
Let him speak.
Intercepted Imperial transmission, Mom.
Greetings, citizens of the universe. This is GalacticusX, coming back to you with some thoughts on the modern consumer technology landscape. The modern technological environment is getting increasingly harder to follow. There are reasons of necessity and reasons of preference for that gradual change of attitude. A very objective and tangible factor is my inability to follow this frenzy of new releases, upgrades, and keeping up with the latest and the greatest in consumer technology. But money is not the only reason, and certainly not the most important one. There is another, more profound explanation to my aversion to shiny new technologies. I desperately want to disengage from this Sisyphean and non-ending cycle of constantly chasing after the falsehood that the latest glorious machines will bring the much-needed salvation to my technologically thirsty soul. The fable of Sisyphus tells us of a man cursed by the gods to push a huge boulder uphill, with the promise of breaking the curse once he successfully reaches the top. But every time he was nearly there, the boulder would slip and roll back on the foothill, commencing the arduous effort all over again. There is no end to this. There is no salvation. Only quick fixes of enjoyment and a vacuous satisfaction that you possess the latest and greatest, just like tens of millions of others, who are also obsessed with the latest gaming console, the latest flagship smartphone, the new fastest graphics card, the new high-resolution ultra-definition television set, the new car. All of these are but the same manifestations of a sick and twisted global population, desperately seeking happiness in the transient and the material, never looking for substance and true meaning. Behind this rush to get the latest technological products lies a well-known fact, that this artificially induced cycle of expectation is created by the industry. The media, closely working with the public relations firms and marketing teams, are your enablers. They fill you with sentiments of anticipation for the wondrous new products that will literally change your life. That never happens though. When you scramble to pre-order a new game based on hype, when you stand in line for the day one release of the new high-end smartphone, when you imagine your life will be so much better by having all these new and advanced machines at your disposal, take a good look back. A look at the dozens of previous high-end machines, now being obsolete and fallen out of grace. To make things worse, many of these older machines cannot function properly anymore, especially in the domain of mobile connected devices, since their manufacturers deliberately build their operating systems so that they run hopelessly slow on older devices. Again, I understand the companies wish to maintain a modern and easily serviceable consumer base using their latest versions of their products, but that doesn't mean you have to follow the path that is more convenient to the companies. Progress in technology is inevitable. But progress in technology directly correlated to personal happiness is a lie. You may think you follow the trends. You may feel you belong to a larger community of people who share the same passion for technology as you, but all this is an illusion. The industry will step on your emotions to sell you their stuff. They will promise delivery out of your everyday problems, your insecurities, and your desire to belong, by selling you digital snake oil. I will always indulge myself into getting some of those shiny new things, but my focus has shifted drastically. Now all of my attention has gone towards enriching my retro collection, building complete sets of working systems, getting back some of the iconic computers and boxed games I used to have when I was younger, but foolishly gave away a long time ago. I am revisiting those games, and replay them in other retro systems to discover new and exciting variations. time gives immense value to these old machines with limited capabilities compared to the modern marvels of contemporary technology. All of these 20th century machines are weaker than my 2012, 7-inch tablet I use to watch videos before I go to sleep, and yet they have unique character, history, and at the time of their introduction cost thousands, and only a few could afford them. I'm not giving up on new technologies, and I admittedly succumb to my desires to possess one of those new shiny things, like I did last year with the Samsung Galaxy S7, or the Xbox One, or the PlayStation 4 that I will get very soon, courtesy of my very good friend George. But this is not my focus anymore. This is not what defines my extracurricular activities and guides my pursuits in my spare time. I am set to dedicate my free time and energy to discovering the treasures of retro computing and retro gaming. I will no longer run like a trapped hamster on a treadmill, trying to keep up with the latest consumer products. I can do just fine without 4K, without DDR4, without the latest NVIDIA graphics. I don't care about the latest iPhone, the latest console, the latest ultra-high definition monitor, the latest day one release of the most hyped AAA game. There is only one thing. There is only one mission, the mission to expand my retro collection, and enrich my retro experience. That will suffice for now. Until next time, prepare your receptors for another amazing transmission from GalacticusX.
There is nothing except this. There is the next mission, and nothing else.